Have you ever been in a conversation where the other person just keeps going? Smooth, effortless, never awkward, never a single moment of silence. They jump from topic to topic, ask the perfect questions, and somehow make you feel like the most interesting person in the world, while barely letting the conversation die. Meanwhile, you're standing there thinking, how the hell do they never run out of things to say? Today, I'm revealing the hidden psychology behind these people. The ones who can talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime, without ever hitting that dreaded awkward silence. And the best part? By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how their brain works and how you can steal their superpower. If you've ever killed a conversation with "so, yeah," or dreaded small talk, stay until the end. This might be the most useful psychology video you watch this year. Let's dive in. We all know at least one person like this, the natural conversationalist. They make networking feel easy, dating feel exciting, and even boring office meetings tolerable. Most people assume they were just born with the gift of the gab. But psychology says otherwise. It's not magic. It's a specific set of mental habits and brain patterns that anyone can learn. In the next few minutes, I'll break down the exact psychology that lets them never run out of things to say, and give you practical ways to develop the same ability. Section 1. The curious mind versus the scared mind. The biggest difference starts in the brain. People who never run out of things to say have a high curiosity drive. Their brain is constantly asking questions instead of worrying about what to say next. While most of us are thinking, what should I say so I don't sound stupid? They're thinking, what makes this person interesting? This tiny shift changes everything. Story. I once watched a quiet guy at a party completely own the room. He didn't tell funny stories or dominate. He simply asked one deep question after another. What's something you're really proud of that nobody knows about? How did that change you? People opened up like flowers. The conversation never died because he wasn't performing. He was genuinely exploring. Curiosity beats charisma every single time. Section 2. The branching technique, their secret weapon. Here's where it gets really clever. Master conversationalists use something psychologists call branching. Instead of treating a conversation like a straight line, question to answer to next question, they treat it like a tree with many branches. One topic naturally leads to 3 or 4 possible directions. Example. Someone says, I just got back from Thailand. Most people, oh cool, how was it? Dead end. A never run out person says, Thailand. What was the one moment that felt completely different from your normal life? Or, what's the weirdest food you tried? Or, did you go alone or with friends? How did that change the trip? Every answer opens new branches. The conversation keeps growing instead of stalling. This is why their talks feel endless. They're not searching for new topics. They're harvesting from the current one. Section 3. The psychology of active listening on steroids. Here's the part most people get wrong. These people aren't just talking a lot. They're listening better than everyone else. They use active listening loops. 1. They hear what you say. 2. They notice how you say it. Tone, emotion, energy. 3. They reflect a piece of it back, plus add a new layer. Real example. You say, work has been stressful lately. Normal response, that sucks. Their response, stressful how? Is it the workload or the people? Suddenly, you're not just answering, you're diving deeper. And they have even more material to work with. This creates a feedback loop where the conversation gets richer and richer. Section 4. Why most people run out of things to say. The real reason. Let's be honest about the opposite side. Most of us run out of things to say because we're stuck in self-monitoring mode. We're constantly asking ourselves, am I interesting enough? Will they judge me? Is this topic too boring? That internal noise eats up all our mental bandwidth. There's no space left to be curious or creative. The never-run-out people have trained their brain to turn down that self-monitoring voice and turn up the curiosity voice. It's not that they're more confident. They've just redirected their mental energy from fear to fascination. Pattern interrupt. Right now, think about the last conversation you struggled with. Were you more worried about what to say, or genuinely interested in the other person? That single difference explains 80% of conversational struggles. Section 5. How to train your brain to never run. Dry good news. You don't need to be born this way. Here are 3 powerful ways to rewire your conversational psychology. 1. Preload curiosity questions. Before any social situation, prepare 3 to 4 open-ended, branching questions that work anywhere. 2. Practice the 70-30 rule. Speak only 30% of the time. Spend 70% listening and reacting. The more you listen deeply, the less pressure you feel to perform. 3. Kill perfectionism. Allow yourself to say imperfect things. The best conversationalists aren't smooth, they're real. Awkward moments actually make conversations more memorable when handled with curiosity. Start small. Next time you're in a conversation, challenge yourself to ask one more follow-up question than usual. You'll be shocked how fast the silence disappears. Section 6. The dark side. No one talks about. But let's keep it real for a second. There is a hidden downside. Some people who never run out of things to say are actually using conversation as a shield. They talk constantly to avoid vulnerability or deep connection. Surface-level charm becomes a way to stay in control without ever truly opening up. So the real masters aren't just the ones who can talk forever. They're the ones who know when to stop talking and actually connect. True conversational intelligence is knowing when to speak and when to let meaningful silence do the work. So now you know the psychology behind people who never run out of things to say. It's not charisma, it's not luck, it's curiosity plus branching plus deep listening minus the fear of judgment. You don't need to become the loudest person in the room. You just need to become the most interested person in the room. Now I want to hear from you. Do you struggle with running out of things to say? Or are you someone who can talk forever? Drop your honest answer in the comments and tell me one technique you're going to try this week. If this video helped you see conversations differently, smash that like button. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because next, we're going even deeper into social psychology. Thanks for watching. Now go start a conversation and never let it die. See you in the next one.